a quick review of Blue Emu Muscle and Joint Deep Soothing Original Analgesic Cream. This is on Amazon, and if you just type in Blue Emu Muscle and Joint, you'll get this will come up. So what exactly is Blue Emu? It's kind of a strange name. Why would you ever want to use this? Well, I think there are two main reasons. Number one, obviously, is to get rid of pain. Okay, so you rub it into painful areas. And then it gets rid of the pain where you put it as it soaks in. The other one is actually as a moisturizer. So that's another good reason to try this out. So what exactly is Blue Emu? Well, the main ingredient is emu oil, okay? You're thinking like, what the heck is emu oil? Well, emu oil actually comes from the fat of a large bird that can't fly, kind of like an ostrich. And the bird is called the emu. So there you get Blue Emu. Emu oil contains chemicals called fatty acids. And it's in these chemicals that you might be able to reduce pain and swelling. So that's where that comes from, the fatty acids. Emu oil also contains moisturizing properties that are similar to mineral oil. So that will give us, the properties of being a moisturizer. So if you are using it to relieve your pain, the big question is it permanent or is it just temporary? Well, it kind of depends. Actually, I think there are some cases where you might be able to get permanent relief after using this once or twice. I'll give you an example. If you're lifting something, you hurt your back, let's say you irritate the disc or some of the joints in your back, the muscles react to it, you get some spasm. Basically what you can get is this pain cycle going. And so if you go ahead and you just put some of this stuff on and it calms it down and you don't have any pain or very little pain, and that happens a couple times, your body kind of resets itself, So if you can kind of break up that pain cycle by doing this once or twice, then your body kind of resets itself and you can get back to normal and then the pain's gone permanently. But most of the time, I think if you're having chronic pain, you have chronic back pain, I think you need a multi-pronged approach, really, to really get rid of the pain permanently. I'll give you an example. Like say if you have knee arthritis, okay? What you can do is you can go ahead and put on this Blue Emu. Okay, so right now, as you're standing here or sitting here, your knee hurts. Can't really do something like exercise. Okay, we all know that exercise is beneficial and shown in lots of studies to help decrease knee arthritis. Your knee gets stronger, more flexible. Even though you have arthritis, it's really all about the function. If you get your knee stronger and more flexible, you're going to have a lot less pain. For instance, they actually have done a randomized controlled trial one time on a supervised walking program in people with knee arthritis. And they had people and they had them just, supervised. They had them walk daily. And what they found out was that over time, compared to the control group, their pain went down drastically. So if you can get moving, get things stronger, get things looser, pain does go away in arthritis. It's not just as simple as, I have bone on bone, I'm going to hurt forever. That's not really true. There's actually a lot of people walking around with grade 3 or 4 knee arthritis that have no pain. So a lot of people have asymptomatic knee arthritis. So really, you can't really predict who has pain based on your knee x-ray because there are big discordance in the literature between who has pain just based on your x-ray. It's not like everybody with grade 3 and 4. It's like they usually grade knee arthritis grades 1 through 4. It's not like if you have grade 3 or 4, you're automatically going to have pain. If you take 100 people with knee arthritis and you grade their knee arthritis, and then you see how bad they're hurting, you find you really can't predict who has pain just based on the x-ray. Like I say, there's multiple studies in the literature showing that there's big discordance between knee pain and how your knee looks like on an x-ray. It's really all about the function of your knee. Okay, so right now I can't do much with your knee, but we know if you exercise it, you're going to have less pain. So you put the Blue Emu on, the pain goes down, now you can move it around better, now you can do some things. Now you can do things like get your knee stronger, get it more flexible, which gives you the permanent relief. Here's a good example. Able to do exercise. Bulletproof Your Knee by Jim Johnson PT. I think you can get this on Amazon too. Basically, this will give you a concise program that really is going to take you less than 10 minutes. So, the Blue Emu is going to give you pain relief for a little bit. This will give you time to start doing these exercises. Okay? So here's, for instance, this kind of tunes up your knee. Basically, it gives your knee a big tune-up. Keep your quads strong. Just about any knee problem you can name. I can probably show you a study where they looked at, let's say you have knee arthritis, and they look at the quadriceps muscle, and they see maybe take an MRI, and they see, look at the cross-sectional area, it's smaller than it should be. Test it, it's not as strong as it should be. So they find a lot of problems with the quadriceps muscle. You take anything, chronic knee pain, meniscus tears, ACL tears, just chronic knee pain, arthritis, you get looking at the quads, there's usually a problem with the quads. So you definitely get, and because it's the big muscle, that's the main stabilizer of your knee. But somehow, if you have a lot of pain or swelling in your knee, you have enough swelling, it kind of shut down your quads, but also somehow affects the quad, so it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. So exercise will get that back normal. Fine-tune control over your knee. Some knee problems are actually caused by there's problems up at the hip. I know something like iliotibial band syndrome. A lot of runners get that. Basically, they find that these people have like weak hip abductors. So, and likewise, there's randomized controlled trials showing that if you go ahead and strengthen the hip abductors, you don't have iliotibial band syndrome anymore. So this will kind of clear any problems up at the hip. Optimize knee flexibility. You might think that your knee just bends and straightens, but actually, the last 10 or 15 degrees of you straightening your knee, it actually rotates out to the side. I figured that out. And they have a little test to see if your knee's doing that in the book. So this will give you some stretches for that. Increased dynamic knee stability. Take something like knee arthritis. When they go testing proprioception, that's what they're talking about, dynamic knee stability. Proprioception is your position sense. And so they find that position sense and proprioception is really decreased in people with arthritis and a lot of other knee problems. So this will be a quick program, take you just minutes a day to do. But you can't do it now, but if you use something like this, pain goes down, enable you to increase the function of your knee, then you get permanent relief. So that's a good way of doing it. Anyway, good product. Check it out.